Well, hi everybody. Sure good to see you. I hope you're well. Won't you come sit with me a spell while I share the true story behind the exorcism of Emily Rose? It was based on the story of Annilese Michel. She was a German woman who underwent 67 Catholic exorcisms during the year before her death. She died of malnutrition. Her parents and priests were convicted of negligent homicide. Annalise was born September 21st, 1952 in Germany. Her parents were Joseph and Anna Mitchell. She was known for supposed demonic possession and death after attempting exorcisms. She passed July 4th, 1976, Klingenberg am Main, Germany. Annalise was diagnosed with epileptic psychosis and had a history of psychiatric treatment that proved ineffective. When she was 16, she had a seizure and was diagnosed with psychosis caused by epilepsy. She also diagnosed with depression and was treated by a psychiatric hospital. When she was 20, she became intolerant to various religious objects and began to hear voices. She got worse. No matter what medicine she was given, she became worse. She became suicidal and displayed other symptoms as well. Even after 5 years of medical treatment, she never improved. She and her family were convinced she was possessed by the devil. Annalise had her family reach out to the Catholic Church for an exorcism. They were rejected at first, but the two priests got permission from local bishop in 1975. They began conducting exorcism sessions, and the parents stopped consulting doctors altogether. She stopped eating and died of malnutrition, dehydration on the 67th session. Annalise was told to only weigh 66 pounds at the time of her death. Her knees were broken from continuous genuflection. She was unable to move on her own. She also had contracted pneumonia. In 1976, the state charged the parents and the priest with the negligent homicide. The parents was defended by famed defense attorney Erich Schmidt Lynchner. The priest counsel was paid for by the church. The state recommended sentence for the priest be a fine, while the parents be exempt from punishment as they had suffered enough. Well, the trial began March 30th, 1978. It drew intense interest. The doctor testified that Annalise was not possessed, that she only believed that because of her strict upbringing, and that her epilepsy and her mental illness was the cause. Dr. Roth allegedly told Annalise there was no shot against the devil. The defense attorney argued the exorcism was legal and that German Constitution citizens is unrestricted exorcism of their beliefs. The defense played tapes recorded at the exorcism sessions. They featured what was claimed to be a demonic argument to assert their claim. Both priests claimed the demon identified themselves as Lucifer, Cain, Judas Iscariot, Belial, Legion, Hitler, and even Nero. They also told Annilese was fully exorcised of the demons at the time of her death. The bishop told that he was unaware of her health condition when he approved the exorcism, but he never testified under oath. After the trial, Annalise's parents requested permission to exhume their daughter because she was never buried. She had been buried in undue hurry in a cheap coffin. 2 years after her burial, February 25th, 1978, her remains were placed in a new coffin lined with tin. The coffin was made of oak. The official state report says that her body bore signs of consistent deterioration of a corpse of that age. The family and priest were discouraged at the sight of her body. Father Renz told he had been prevented from entering the mortuary. Annalise's gravesite is a pilgrimage site to this day. After Annalise's ordeal, the number of officially sanctioned exorcisms decreased in Germany, despite Pope Benedict XVI's support of wider use of the practices, as many compared to that of his predecessor, Pope John Paul II. On June 6, 2013, a fire engulfed the home where Annalise lived. Local police determined that it was arson. Some locals attributed the fire to the exorcism. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that very historic tale and the truth of what actually happened to the supposed Emily Rose case. We appreciate you listening. We love you to pieces, and we'll see you next time.